surprised. He's had me running around after him all afternoon. Cups of tea, newspapers, biscuits. He was even asking for a haircut.
Well, I've decided to review his treatment.
Are those for me? About time, too.
I'm sorry, these are leftovers from lunch. Now, let's see if we can get you walking again.
I don't feel fit. I'm that weak.
Strange, most people go home straight away. Carol, did you say there was a phone call for me?
They need you straight away, Doctor.
Oh, excuse me. This may take a few minutes.
Feeling a bit better, Mr. Marsh?
Hoisters off. I'll give you a lift home. Look at this. She's passed 100 mils of urine in the last hour.
That's good, is it?
It's excellent, dear lady. You're spouting like a Trafalgar Square fountain.
In other words, your kidneys are working again. Looks like you're going to get better. Mom, well, there's no need for that. If you wanted to scatter Dad's ashes, why didn't you ask me? I'd have come with you. I'd like to have been there. I wasn't so sure you wanted to see me at all. Mom, I can't go bothering you all the time. I don't want to be a burden. What are you talking about? I just don't understand. Please, tell me. Did the doctor say something? He thought you might need help. You know, don't you?
Well, with symptoms like that, I'd be surprised if you hadn't seen a doctor. What did he say?
I've got multiple sclerosis. No. Was diagnosed 3 months ago. You should have told me. You're young. You've just got married. You don't need me like a millstone around your neck.
Look, I don't know what your consultants told you, but I've got patients who've had symptoms of MS for 10 or 15 years, and they're still playing golf.
There are plenty of others who aren't.
Have you been receiving any treatment?
I have ACTH injections once a week. They don't seem to be doing much good.
Well, you need to keep up with those, otherwise the symptoms could get worse. But there are other things. Physio, OT, they can help. You may also need the help of friends and, well, family.
Oh, whatever happens, I just have to get on with it. You've got your own life to lead. If that's what you want to think. Let her go. She's better off without me. I told her it was a mistake.
Those hospital beds? Surplus stock. Leicester's kindly disposing of them for us.
Free of charge.
So much of it free of charge. I want paying. I've done a day's hard graft for you.
Yeah, well, no one asked you to.
I had no choice. That horse of yours has a mind of its own. Whoa! Jack!
You're right about that. He knows what he's doing. Good boy!
Nurse Dixon? We've spoken to Sister Bridget, Dr. Weatherill and Mr. Rose, and there's no doubt about what happened.
It will never happen again. I wasn't concentrating because of, well, personal things. I've had a terrible day.
That's absolutely no excuse. Procedures are there to be followed. You're supposed to be a nurse. Your patient comes first.
I've spoken to Sister Bridget, and she said that Mrs Middleditch is doing a bit better. I've learned my lesson.
No, I don't think you have. Anyway, it's far too late. We all agree you're no longer fit to work as a nurse at this hospital. And we have no choice but to dismiss you.
Auntie, please. I'm sorry, I mean, matron. This is my home. I've got nowhere to go.
You
bring my ward round if anyone needs me.
We'll keep you in until your electrolytes and blood tests are back to normal.
I'm confident that won't take too long, but I'm afraid you will have to put up with us for a few more days. I'll do my best. Mom?
It's his idea.
There's a man who's been out sailing in a decade full of dreams, and he takes her to a schooner, and he treats her like a queen, very pleased.
So, do you reckon you can handle her?
You mean me on the boat?
Both. Oh, this'll be a pleasure. All aboard. Sure you don't mind, huh? You're kidding? That's why I came here. This is my sort of medicine. Yes, well, sometimes it's not so much about healing heads as banging the more obstinate ones together.
Came to say goodbye. To give you this back. I don't deserve it. Passed my exams, but I was never a nurse. Not like you.
I had such hopes for you.
Told Mrs Middleditch that I was so happy here. It's true.
Why did you want to marry a man you hardly knew?
I love him. I know that sounds pretty stupid now. I do.
Did you plan to tell me?
I was going to come back this afternoon and explain everything. I thought that I could sort out my notice and say goodbye to everyone properly. I never thought it would be like this. I've let you down badly, haven't I? I have. I'm so sorry, Auntie. Thank you for everything.
I'll miss you, Susie.
What happened to you?
I put the cart before the horse and came off second best.
And how much did you get for the beds?
Not a sausage.
Have I got this right? You've given a load of old beds to a rag and bone man, done a day's unpaid work for him, and ended up smelling worse than he does.
It's about the long and short of it, yes.
So no overtime claim this week.
Fair enough.
And to make up for it, perhaps you and Mr. Marsh could clear out the rest of the junk from the cellar. In your own time.
All that hard graft for nothing.
What are you talking about? We've got gold in.
If you go away on this summer day, then you might as well take the sun away. All the birds that flew in the summer sky when our love was new and our hearts were high, when the day was young and the night was long and the moon stood still for the night bird song. If you go away,
Why is Elsamy Point so special?
It's where Dad proposed to her.
It's what your dad would have wanted. Both of us here together.
Thank you for asking. In the end,
We should ask you ages ago.
there's something I haven't told you. I'm pregnant. 3 months. You're going to be a granny. And if I have to look after you as well, I'll do it. But not until I've got plenty of babysitting out for you.
If you go away on this summer day, then you might as well take the sun away. All the birds that flew in the summer sky when our love was new and our hearts were high. If you go away, if you go away, if you go away.
Hey, stop! Let her off!
I don't like it! I don't like
I told your brother not to ride with a broken wrist. Jimmy!
I'm Faye, student nurse Huck. I'm you.
That's his sweetheart towards me.
Cynthia, are you okay? Cynthia! Cynthia!